Today I'm going to show you what's in the Smart Art box for February 2017. Welcome to Artista 365. Welcome to my studio. I'm Wendy O'Brien. Thanks for dropping by. The Smart Art box is a monthly subscription that arrives with full-sized art supplies. For transparency, this is not a sponsored video and I pay for these boxes myself. I like it so much that I want to share it with you, so let's get started. This is the Smart Art box for February. I've not opened it yet. I have no idea what's in here. I love getting these boxes every month. So let's take a look. So this month we have this pamphlet. The pamphlet always comes in it. It kind of tells you, gives a little bit of a history of what is in the box, like the type of artwork or maybe an artist or something along those lines. And then it gives you some pointers down here. Here it gives you, it highlights what's in the box, and then it tells you what came, all the items that are in the box. And then back here, gives you an idea of what to do with the box itself. So you could either do this project or something similar or anything like that. So it's really good if you've never worked with the items that got sent that month, because it doesn't just leave you in the dark and have you try to figure out how to use things. This actually tells you how to use it, and it gives you a project that you can do. So if you're at a total loss of what to do, if nothing else, you can follow exactly what's here and really get to know what's going on. So let's check out the box. Oh my gosh, I so wanted these. Look at these. These are beautiful brushes. These are the Chinese calligraphy brushes. I have so been wanting these so bad. No, I don't know why. I just love craft supplies. And here we have, it looks like a sepia liner pen. Then here we have a Buddha board mini, and it's 5-inch square and it folds into like a little easel. Oh, here's some more sepia. Let's see, this is this is a 5.7, a 5.6, and here we have a 5.8. And then here we have some drawing ink. That's exciting. I kind of wanted to try drawing ink as well. Oh, I love this stuff. And then we have a whole gamut of paper. This is calligraphy paper. It's very thin though. It feels so good too. So without further ado, I'm going to set all this up and we'll get started. So I started by reading the directions and making sure I fully understood what the project entailed. I decided to go ahead and use the Buddha board. I'm using it flat because it's just easier for recording, and also I was going to paint my artwork flat, so I wanted to get a feel for the brush strokes laying in that angle. So the Buddha board is a really cool thing. You use a clean paintbrush that has never ever been used on anything, because it can stain the paper if it has been used on paint or ink or anything like that. And you just use water and practice your brush strokes. It's basically to live in the moment and not worry about getting everything perfect. I kind of wish I had this when I was doing toll painting. It would have made practicing my brush strokes way easier. That is one of the things I absolutely do not like to do, is practice brush strokes. That is probably one of the most annoying things to me, but I know that if you want to get good at that type of painting, then you really need to practice your brush strokes. You don't want to saturate the paper too much because it will take too long to dry and you may damage the paper. So you want to use like just a little bit of water. So I usually dip my brush in and then I dab it on a paper towel. So I continue to practice my brush strokes and try different layouts, just trying to get ideas of what I can do and not necessarily stick to the project itself. Now that I'm satisfied with my practice, actually I kind of got bored with it, so I just wanted to move on. I decided to go ahead and start with the dragon and see how that went. So every time I dip my brush into the ink, I also dab it on the paper towel so it's not completely saturated, because the paper is so thin. Just a little bit of ink goes a long way. As you can see, I wasn't really happy with the first one, and I started another one, but I used the wrong side of the paper, because there's a smooth side and then there's kind of a rough side, and it just bled everywhere. So I started again, and this one seemed to go very well. My strokes actually got better. And then when I go to put the detail in with the pens, it started ripping the paper. So lesson learned, I should have waited until the paper was completely dry, and they bled really, really bad. So I wasn't happy with that, so I started again. I decided to try something different and do like just a very simple floral leaf type thing, which seemed to go very well. I tend to like those better. I did do like 3 or 4 different ones because I just really wasn't happy with the outcome of the first couple, just still getting used to the brush. Keep in mind, I do not work in this medium at all, and as I said, I absolutely hate doing brush strokes, which is why when I did tool painting, I tried to stay away from a lot of pieces that use primarily brush strokes. I can do like a comma stroke and things like that, but when it gets into more detailed, not so much. So I thought I'd try a little bit of bamboo, and the first one was better than all the rest, interestingly enough. So after a couple attempts of the bamboo, I decided to go back to the original floral arrangement that I did. And I was determined to get something that looked halfway decent. But to no avail. It was a miserable fail at the entire project. I did learn a few things, and I definitely need to practice this medium. But all in all, I still had fun doing it, even though I didn't come up with a completed, finished piece. And one thing I want to do on this channel was show that you don't always have to be perfect at everything, and even though you're good at one thing, you're not always good at another. I want to show you my failures and my successes, as I said in my intro video, and this was an epic fail. And that about sums up how the February 2017 box went for me. I hope you liked this video, and I'll have a link to the Smart Art Box website down below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and comment below for any suggestions or recommendations you have for future videos. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you.